Return to the land of dawn.
Wipe the sweat from your brows. Here's Team LUNATIX on the blue side, SUHAZ Esports on the red side. Now, it's all about the mid game for SUHAZ, right? They need to get there as fast as possible. And again, level 1 trade's not going well for Arash. It's not going to be as easy as game number 1. This is Goldilocks on his signature Khalid. He knows this matchup inside out.
We know that LUNATIX are aware that they will have a timer this game. They cannot allow SUHAZ to scale, which explains why they've gone for 2 high-end tries, even the weakness finder on Mint.
Weakness finder on Mint. Okay, they want to dominate the lanes as hard as possible, and Jenny can't keep control, especially since Zeph, with the Soul Bloom, basically harasses him for free. So Lolita, non-existent, doesn't want to give any sort of information about his whereabouts, but at least telling the rest of his teams where he's going to be. Oh, instantly looking to chunk him out.
Mianzal going to be their primary target here. Flint getting dragged in by Zeph into Mint's range. He actually gets the attack on the wrong target, onto Abumon instead of the Lolita, meaning that he won't get that kill as Zeph gonna get stunned under tower and die. Koopa dying to the tower as well before he can finish off Mianzal. A very bad trade in the bottom lane. Goldilocks gonna get ganked by Razin in the top as well. He's gonna pop the quicksand guard. Will this be enough for him to survive? He's getting a lot of regen, but it's not enough.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How could they? There's no way. There's no way. You just wait for the I'm angry. That's all you had to do. You had to wait for the I'm angry to come back off of cooldown, reinitiate that dive, and it's totally fine. Jenny doesn't even have to participate. And if we see Email show up anywhere on the map, you just back off, wait for another timing. This was all that LUNATIX had to do, but they greeted out so much.
Oh, but Jenny gonna get picked off, so that's a bit of a consolation. Amal hitting his level 4 power spike, a lot of burst damage with that high ed dry, but Razin gets the turtle while they're distracted.
Well, I mean, despite the fact that they're able to find 1 kill to the wards themselves, and the turtle falling into the hands of Suha. Oh, no, I think Arash should be fine here, right? Yeah, he should be able to walk away. Yes, he does walk away. Coming back to the point, SUHAZ Esports, again, just play it slow, don't have to do anything, and if Team LUNATIX make plays like that and fail at making the plays like that, this game should fall into the hands of SUHAZ pretty easily.
There really is just no excuse for the way those first few minutes went. That was just mistake after mistake by Team LUNATIX, and it feels like you gotta attribute it a little bit to desperation. They want to make something happen, but forcing it is not the way they should go about it. Razin getting the enhanced chain onto Zeph, but doesn't have the combo damage to finish it off. He just wants to secure the Litho.
Okay, that was a good call from SUHAZ. That could have been really, really bad because Emal was real close to that fight. Goldilocks now losing his matchup on that top side because of 1 gank. That just shows how volatile this EXP lane is.
That's not the position you want to be in on the Khalid. Numenon Blast now going to get the hit onto the Popol and Koopa. Blazing Duet jumping in. Razin finding 2-man enhanced chain in the back line. The rest of LUNATIX looking real low, but no one is falling just yet. Amal, it's gonna be the target. They're looking for Mint as well. Amal not able to pick off that hit. They're gonna be able to recall. Mianzal dropping real low underneath the tower, but he's still fine. Jenny trying to dish out some damage. He runs into Amal, who's still in the bush, as Razin also decides he wants to walk through the tower. Double kill going over to Amal. Razin wants to kill on Zeph, but he can't continue. Why is he jumping into the tower?
I'm gonna punch drywall. I'm gonna punch drywall. What is this, a pub game? Keep yourselves together, boys. Don't be so greedy for this. Don't make these mistakes. And Flint about to get the solo kill and secures it onto Abumon. It's a pub game. I'm doubling down. This is a pub game.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like this is the type of game where you just turn your brain off and try to enjoy what's going on, because there is no explanation for some of these movements. These players are just doing whatever they want to.
I can't believe it. Like, Goldilocks walked into lane. This turtle falls into the hands of Team LUNATIX, no problem. But I think if the game goes in the direction that it is right now, Team LUNATIX, they excel in this chaos. They excel in the mistakes being made by SUHAZ.
This is just straight up monkey mode from Team LUNATIX here. And if SUHAZ goes to their level, they are going to win, as now they're diving in. Their ult from Khalid not going to land on anyone. Razin gets away with the enhanced sword. The turtle already falling to LUNATIX, and even though SUHAZ they should have the lead right now. They just threw it all away.
Yep. What can you really do about it? I think Team LUNATIX, they just gotta play as a group right now. It's not about the cross-map plays because it's not really going to matter. SUHAZ seemed to be constantly reacting to Team LUNATIX. I mean, the early rotations, there was no need to actually do this early rotation for top side. They just had to just keep on pushing bottom.
And they need to recognize that they will win that late game. So even if they sacrifice people, it is okay. They have ways to get out. Jenny actually escaping from that mid lane gank. He will be fine. And that means that SUHAZ, they're still okay.
Why did he use the Chaos Assault to walk away? He has Flicker. I mean, I know you don't want to use Flicker, but literally just hover over the button. I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever. It's whatever at this point. Zeph already used Circling Eagle. I mean, there needs to be better communication from the side of SUHAZ. They're getting really confused here for no reason.
I think Chaos Assault was actually the right choice there because, as you mentioned, you don't want to waste the Flicker. The ult will come off cooldown sooner. We're already seeing a bit of a lane change. Mint coming up the top lane to deal with Arash as Amal coming in, misses the 2 jabs just for good measure, and just walks away.
Yep, warning shots. Warning shots, drive by, give the pressure, make sure they don't die. Now Goldilocks attacks.
Ooh, they're gonna jump in onto Miental and the Flicker backwards! Beautifully played into the Numan Blast. He does die, but they're dropping real low. Jenny gonna get taken out. Actually, not quite yet. The Blazing Duet coming in. Goldilocks gonna get taken out by Razin. Amal dropping real low. Razin gonna find a double kill onto Quinn. Amal still running away back into the direction of SUHAZ Esports. He wants to trade, but that's gonna be a shutdown on the Paquito.
I'm glad the crowd is loving this because this is the kind of action that you want to see moment to moment every single time. Let's see. I mean, so far, SUHAZ now getting their lead back. They're going to take another turtle for themselves. And now Team LUNATIX, how do they recover from this?
I don't know. This is just an all-out brawl at this point. What you should do to recover from this situation is take some time, refocus, try to approach the game a little bit more intelligently. But I don't think we're going to see that, as now Goldilocks gets ganked by 4 people. He's still alive for a while, but the killing spree goes to Arash.
I don't get it. I don't get it. What is with the commitment to the ult? What was the plan there? What was the plan? I mean, they're just pressing buttons at this point.
I mean, that's how the game is played. Blazing Duet almost taking out Flint right into the Numanon Blast. So the Lilia will fall to Miental as now Zeph gets caught up by the Enhanced Chain. Min gonna have to flicker away to ensure he's not taken out as well.
I mean, SUHAZ are playing more like a team now. They've kind of recuperated from the mistakes already being made, and now this is where we see them really start to excel. Now they just have to brick wall Team LUNATIX, and they'll naturally win the game like they did in game number 1.
Looking at the items right now, it is actually still fairly Goldilocks. I don't know if that is the best idea, as he's gonna get taken out by running into 4 members of SUHAZ Esports to try and defend that tower.
I mean, he was trying to clear the wave. This time, using the ult like that is understandable. Dying for the cause, you're so far behind already. You already provide minimal gold to SUHAZ Esports, but now developing to a 3.6k lead so far, which is about to be 5k once we see how much of a push SUHAZ will get once they get this Lord.
And now LUNATIX, they're still trying to go for ambushes here. And it's understandable because they want to fight. But looking at the gold ranking, Abumon, Razin, Arash, all at the top of the standings. SUHAZ, they're looking pretty comfortable right now.
I'm pretty sure if you pull up the items, I think Abumon should technically have 2 items already complete. I'm not sure if he rushed his boots or not, but if he didn't rush his boots, he should have 2 items off the board. Actually, never mind, take it back. He already has 3 items at this stage. Winds of Nature already locked in. Razin has the concentrated energy to ensure that he can take on prolonged fights. I don't know. Team LUNATIX, Flint, with that Ice Queen's wand, you better peel for the team. They're going to need it.
I've already kind of turned off my brain cells at this point and looking forward to seeing what kind of monkey mode we're going to see over this next objective. Miental, he's zoning out. The Lord already taken out by Razin. The flicker forward with Numanon Blast not actually going to find anyone. So LUNATIX actually does retreat with no casualties.
Okay, so now Team LUNATIX, they take the smart option here, not walking up, knowing that they don't have any real position, and nobody to really walk up to these brushes at this stage of the game. If we look at the items so far, wow, 3 items already completed by Abumon. He's going to absolutely blow up that back line. I mean, Popa and Koopa, as of right now, the Warrior Boots ain't going to protect you. Hopefully, the Steel Plates do. With the Winds of Nature, he should be able to stop it. It's all about the raw mechanics from Team LUNATIX if they want to turn this around.
Well, when we are talking about raw mechanics and lunatics in the same sentence, though, I'm not too sure. But Arash does walk into the wrong bush and get taken out. But Amal will fall very quickly afterwards. Blazing Duet, that is a lot of damage. Flint just barely escaped with the sprint. The mid tier 2 will fall to SUHAZ. Lord pushing up the top lane, getting the inhibitor. Numenon Blast going to miss. Zeph dashes out in time. Brilliance gonna zone out the rest of Team Lunatics. Mienzal might get taken out here, but if he does, he's actually okay with that. Circling Eagle by Zeph onto Abumon in the backline, but he's out of position. He wants to trade for the Lolita, but he's not gonna get it.
I mean, good job on Razin. He immediately thought, okay, I'm gonna lose at least one of my boys here. If that is the case, I gotta make sure that the rest of Team Lunatics aren't able to press the advantage. So he stands in an aggressive spot, knowing that he's already level 14, 4-0 and 4, and the fact that he has completed the concentrated energy. Team Lunatics, they don't want to mess with him. They back off immediately, especially Mint. He's like, no, don't want any part of that fight.
Even the Shadow Twin Blaze right now, so Razin actually going for full damage as a Malefic Roar onto Abumon, meaning that his build is nearly complete. Not a single defensive item in sight other than the steel leg plates. This Claude is going to hurt.
Yep, even Emal going for a Bloodlust Axe to survive these fights a little bit longer. The extra cooldown does feel nice, but SUHAZ, they can actually checkmate Team Lunatics if they continue to play the map. Yeah, look at that. They're making sure that that top advantage continues. Wait, no, Mienzal, they're not going to kill him, right? Yeah, okay, they don't kill him, but they can also actually press their advantage on the bottom side because Lord is spawning top side.
I feel like we've reached a point in the game where there really is no way back for Lunatics unless a miracle happens. Unless they're able to make the most massive play we have ever seen, SUHAZ have already claimed the victory because of their late game dominance.
Personally, I think there's still hope for them. Lunatics, first things first, they got to get rid of that Claude. If Claude goes in, ideally Emal and Mint are able to cancel the Blazing Duet, get an instant kill, while Zeph, he has to somehow try, and the same goes for Flint, to slow down Jenny. Because if Jenny jumps in with the Blazing Duet, they almost guarantee a win in the backline, maybe getting 2 kills, possibly if they're lucky to get 3.
I don't know, having to depend on luck right now is not ideal, and Mienzal by himself is more than enough to zone out the entire team of Lunatics. So SUHAZ, they're gonna pick up this Lord for free. I don't know right now, like, the question is, how does Lunatics have to approach a fight to possibly get that victory?
Kill Abumon, slow down Jenny, pray that Razin misses an ability. I think that's as good as it gets, right? I mean, if they focus all their attention onto Razin, they're not going to be able to stop Jenny and Abumon from blowing up the backline. So, really, the contingency plan is to shut down Jenny and Abumon, hope that they can kite Razin just enough, but then there's the X factor of Mienzal and Arash's ult.
I don't know how I feel about a win condition that includes pray and hope, but let's hope that is enough as Mienzal gonna get locked down by CC. Here comes the Blazing Duet, doing a lot of damage. Mienzal already falling to Flint, but Flint falling to Razin as well. The Lord is on top of the crystal. They take out the mid inhibitor as well as Mint going to die to the Brilliance, and Abumon will aim down the crystal for a clean 2-0 victory in favor of SUHAZ Esports.
Checkmate! GG, well played. SUHAZ Esports take a clean 2-0 against the Lunatics. A really tough situation with the draft that they had.